Hi there, everybody. I'm Dr. Andrea Shanowski from Freedom Chiropractic and Holistic Health in the Peoria Metro Center, and also our YouTube channel, Health and Horsepower. I wanted to come to you today. I actually have a really important topic that I want to talk about, and that is collagen. I feel like so many times when we think about overall health, aging, joints, being able to stay active and mobile, to be able to live our lives as we age, a lot of people miss the bus. They don't understand how important it is that our digestive system is working. They don't understand how important it is to really support our body's healing processes so that we make sure we are supporting our joints, but also making sure that we are supporting our overall body health as well, and making sure our body has what it needs to heal properly. So I want to talk a little bit more about collagen because I feel like this is something that there's a lot of hype in the media about it, and you see all sorts of information about collagen, but a lot of us don't understand that we can get it from our food if our digestive system is working well. But sometimes if we have digestive issues, we may not be getting enough to support our specific health issues. So for example, if you have arthritis, if you have osteopenia, if you've lost muscle mass, you may need more, or we might need to make sure that you're getting it in a better quality so it's easier for you to absorb. So before we kind of dive in here, I want to go ahead and share my screen here. Here we go. So I want to talk a little bit more about, again, just kind of the importance of collagen. So, oh, hold on, this is blocking. There we go. Okay. So when it comes to the importance of collagen, it's really important to understand, number one, what it is, but also how it works. So I want to answer all those questions for you today. So in case you don't know, again, I'm Dr. Andrea Shanowski from Freedom Chiropractic and Holistic Health and our YouTube channel, Health and Horsepower. But today, what I really want to do is kind of talk a little bit more about why I'm here, why I'm doing this, because I think it's really important to understand, again, how your body functions, how it heals, but also how to support your body through that healing process. So I am a functional and holistic healthcare provider in the Peoria area. I serve patients all throughout the state of Illinois. I do that via phone calls, virtual, or even in-person visits in my office. But I typically look at root causes. So I want to find out how your body's working, and if there's an organ system that's not working properly, or a health issue we have, I want to dive in to figure out, why do we have that in the first place? What is the root cause? Where do we need to start getting things working better so we can heal everything in that whole entire system? So it's a very different way of approaching health. We're not looking at this problem needs this medication. We're looking at, why do we have the health issue and how do we heal it, correct it, so we can get you off medications or reduce your dependence on them as much as possible. I'm also a family chiropractor. That means I do provide care not only for babies and pregnant women, but also for pretty much every age and stage along the way. So I have little babies that are as old as 2 hours old that have come into my office. And I've also had adults that are over 100 as well that come in. I'm able to tailor care to them and provide very gentle techniques that don't do any popping, snapping, rotation. So there is little to no risk of injury from stroke and things like that, because I'm not putting any pressure on those vessels in the neck. And I also make sure that I'm also to provide gentle care for babies. I do have about 10 different ways that I adjust. So if there's ever a way that doesn't work, we can change it up to make sure we get you results that you need. As well, I'm also a mother to 2 girls and a wife. I'm also a chauffeur. I also do tutoring at home with my kiddos. I'm a cook, I'm a maid, et cetera, all the duties of motherhood. So I have been around the block a few times. I've seen many different types of providers. I've seen many different things that my family as well as other relatives have needed for health support. So I want to make sure that I fill those gaps and I'm there for them. So one quote I really, really love is, aging is not lost youth. A lot of people feel of aging as like this horrible thing we don't want to think about, talk about, or admit that we're aging, but it's really a new stage of opportunity and strength, because as we age, we know more things, we have a little bit more experience, but we're also able to kind of build upon and become the people we're meant to be, know who we are, and be able to achieve the things that we never thought was possible. So don't think of aging as lost youth, but rather an opportunity to grow and step forward so that you can live your life how you want to live it and do the things you want to do. So today, what I want to do is talk a little bit more about what is collagen, why you need it, and where you can get it from. So let's start with, what is collagen? That is a question I get a ton of times. Collagen is actually a protein building block that makes up your skin, your muscles, your ligaments, your tendons, your bones, and every connective tissue in your body. It's also found coating around your organs and holding your cells together. It's found in your blood vessels and even your intestinal lining. So you actually have fibroblasts that are found throughout your body that make collagen and help to hold your cells together. So it is actually, in addition to being a supportive building block that makes up a lot of tissues, it actually helps to keep cells held together for structural stability and also cellular communication. So if we're having nerve issues, if we're having issues where our body systems aren't working properly, we may have some collagen issues going on. There's 28 different types of collagen that have been found throughout our body. All of them differ just slightly with how they're absorbed and used in your body. Now, they do form a triple helix structure, kind of like DNA, just a little bit more complex. They do need specific nutrients to hold and make sure that that's formed properly. So a lot of times as we age, especially if we're not eating the best foods, we may see some deficiencies or digestive issues that cause deficiencies that can lead to issues with collagen formation and connective tissue disorders, things like joint imbalances and joint pain, wear and tear, osteoarthritis, as well as osteopenia can also be caused by a lack of collagen or a lack of specific nutrients to help your joints and ligaments hold together. Some of the most common ones that I see are vitamin C deficiency. So vitamin C, which is found in citrus fruits, actually helps with ligament healing and repair. So if you've had twisted ankles, if you're an athlete, if you're working out in the gym, if you're doing a lot of walking and you have wear and tear and you don't have enough vitamin C, your body may struggle to heal those joints because of lack of that vitamin C. Amino acids, so those are protein building blocks that actually help to make up collagen. If they're not being broken down or absorbed properly, that can also cause some issues. Copper and zinc and manganese are also really important trace minerals that we need in our diet. I see a lot of copper issues as well with hormone imbalances. I see a lot of zinc issues with everything from hormone imbalances to autoimmune conditions, and also with immune function disorder. So healing responses, as well as a number of other things. And manganese is a trace mineral that we typically will find in our food if we're eating a healthy diet. If you are not eating the best or we're eating food grown in depleted soil, you may not get enough to help form that structure properly. So why do you need collagen? Well, like I mentioned, it's pretty much found in everything in your body, but it's found in your skin. It actually helps keep your skin elastic and strong. It actually, there's like a layer of fat that's within your skin that helps to keep it nice and plush so it's not getting thin or crepey or tearing very easily. So we need to make sure we have collagen not only to make sure that our skin is strong and supple and able to bounce back and prevent wrinkles and aging spots and things like that, but it also helps with dead skin cell and repair to keep your thin a nice barrier like it's supposed to be, because your skin is an organ. It needs to stay a barrier. It needs to stay able to replace itself to prevent your body from having issues. So very important to make sure that you have collagen, not just for skin health, but also muscles. Collagen provides strength and elasticity to your muscles to make sure that we're supporting our joints and preventing injury. If you are working out or if you injured yourself, it also helps to repair and rebuild those muscles after your workouts. I already mentioned ligaments, tendons, and connective tissue. Collagen gives strength and resilience to those tissues to prevent joint injury and allow for flexibility. So a lot of times as we age, we will get some of that collagen will stiffen and become more brittle, and we're more likely to see stiffening of our joints or injury more often and more commonly. Bones also really important to help with bone repair processes. So collagen actually helps to increase your bone formation and actually helps to improve your bone density. So if you have osteopenia, osteoporosis, or runs in your family, you may want to make sure you're getting plenty of collagen. Organ systems are also coated in collagen, which actually will help those cells communicate and also with organ function overall. And I mentioned as well your blood vessels and intestinal lining. That surrounds every blood vessel in your body to protect it from damage and prevent clotting. It's also found in the inner layer of your intestine to help digestive function and also improve digestive function, so you have less bloating. So one of the things that I always like to go over is what are things that can damage cholesterol? So, or not cholesterol, collagen, I'm sorry. So smoking is something that can damage collagen, the toxins that are found in smoking, and also the other risk factors with reduction of like oxygen flow can damage collagen. Any UV light exposure, so like sunlight exposure, as well as eating foods high in sugar and refined carbs can also be a factor. If we have autoimmune diseases, that's also another factor because that's going to increase inflammation and breakdown processes. And also collagen levels do decline with age. So as we age, we will have less collagen being produced and being repaired. So very important to make sure that you are getting enough to help support the fact that your body has less collagen being produced. We want to try to boost that up as much as possible to protect our joints and organ systems and everything else. So why do we need collagen? Well, like I said, the aging process does have less collagen production, and it also degrades collagen faster, especially after menopause. So women, listen up. Some signs that you may experience if you are having collagen levels start to decrease are skin that is wrinkled, sagging, or crepe-like. So it's starting to thin and it kind of becomes more see-through. That means we're losing some of the skin barrier and some of that layer I was talking about that helps keep that skin nice and plush and healthy. If you have any hollowing around your face or eyes, so if we're starting to get like dark circles or kind of sagging in our face, that can be another sign. If we're having shrinking or weakening of our muscles, or we're experiencing more muscle aches, that's also a sign we're not getting enough collagen. If you have any stiffness or less flexibility in your joints, that can also be another symptom, or loss of mobility. So if you're having trouble moving your joint, so say you had a shoulder or an ankle injury or a knee injury, and you're noticing it's harder to move that joint, even though you're doing exercises, it's not quite getting back to normal. That may be because your body has not been able to replace that collagen and repair it properly so that you have full mobility back. Also, if you have pain, degeneration, or osteoarthritis of the cartilage in your joints, or the joints themselves are experiencing issues with arthritis, that's also another sign that we could have collagen production decreasing. If we also have gastrointestinal problems, so heartburn, constipation, bloating, gas, I know I've mentioned those previously about being issues for causing not only digestive issues, but absorption issues for those amino acids. But because the intestinal lining and the lining of your body in a lot of your systems is made up of collagen, if you're not getting enough, that can actually cause digestive issues, and digestive issues tend to affect everything down the line. I've seen everything from energy to joint problems, to nutritional deficiencies, to autoimmune conditions being caused by digestive issues. So a lot of times we have to start at the top end, which is fixing digestion, and then kind of work our way down. Circulation and blood flow issues also can be a problem with collagen as well, because if your collagen is not keeping the joints and cells communicating properly, a lot of times we can see the vessels will actually weaken, and we're more likely to see circulation issues because those vessels aren't working like they're supposed to. So the question is, where do I get it? So I mentioned already that you can get collagen from your diet. So food sources, so your body actually breaks down collagen and proteins into amino acids. So if you have a diet that is rich in high quality proteins like eggs, fish, meat, nuts, seeds, tofu, beans, and even bone broth, that can improve your digestive and absorption of those. However, if you have a digestive issue like heartburn, reflux, GERD, or if we have pain when eating like spicy foods or acidic foods like tomatoes and things like that, that can also indicate that you may have a digestive issue going on that's impacting absorption. So if you have digestive issues, we always want to start there and make sure we get that working properly. The other thing too is, like I said, as we age, we lose stomach acid. That is another natural aging process. So a lot of times we may need to supplement with digestive enzymes or specifically collagen to make sure we're getting enough. So we can find collagen in many different forms when it comes to supplementation. There are liquids, there are powders, there are jellies, there's even supplement forms that you can take by mouth. But if you have digestive issues and you don't have enough stomach acid, or it's weaker than it should be, it may be hard to digest those. I personally feel like the liquids and also the jelly forms tend to absorb a little bit easier. They're a little bit gentler on the stomach, and there's no breakdown of a capsule that you really have to go through. Typically, a good starting point is around 2,000 milligrams or 2 grams per day. A lot of studies, specifically if we're having like bone density and connective tissues, they suggest up to like 5 grams or 500 milligrams, or sorry, 5,000 milligrams a day is kind of a good starting point. So I know in our office, like I said, there's totally many food sources, many types out there. I personally love this collagen jelly. It's in these little like pre-measured packets. They look almost like a little sugar packet. You snip the top and then basically you squeeze it in your mouth, chew it really well. And it's already slightly broken down from your saliva. As it gets into your stomach, your body's able to break down and absorb that collagen right away. There's 2 different flavors. I carry the sweet plum flavor. I don't really like to carry anything in my office unless I've personally tried it. They have a sweet orange, which not my favorite, but the sweet plum, absolutely spot on, amazing taste, easy to chew. Like I said, for me, a lot of times as I'm getting ready in the morning, I will snip the top off, go ahead and down that, chew on it as I'm getting my breakfast ready. So I have it with breakfast in the morning. If I've done a workout, I usually take a second dose just to make sure I bounce back a little bit better. But collagen is absolutely amazing. Like I said, not only for bones and muscles and connective tissues and ligaments and things like that, but also great for skin health, organ function, and just improving your overall body function. So I hope you guys learned something today, but if you have any questions, feel free to give our office a call. You can also go on our website, freedompeoria.org, to request an appointment or a consultation with me. Like I said, I do those on the phone as well as virtually and also in the office. So if you're not close to Peoria, Illinois, you can also request an appointment that we do virtual, and we can meet either on the phone or video chat if you'd like. Plenty of other ways to follow us. Like I said, we are also on YouTube. So if you want to find our YouTube channel, I have a ton of more information on there. You can also check out our Facebook and Instagram. So have a great rest of your day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed what you learned today and learned something new or something you can do to protect your health. So have a great rest of your day. And again, I hope you learned something and enjoyed your time with me today. So have a great rest of your day. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel so you can continue learning how to support your health and your.
And I know someday that it'll all turn out.